potentially a pivotal moment in the relationship, which has often been fraught between the United States and Russia. That relationship has really been bumping along some of its lowest points since the end of the Cold War over a range of issues like Syria, where Russia and the United States are effectively on opposite sides of the conflict, like Ukraine, like sanctions, like the recent allegations of Russia interfering through hack attacks in the US election. When news filtered through to the Russian parliament, the State Duma here, that Trump had emerged victorious, the whole kind of gallery broke out into applause. And so many Russians see Trump as someone who can really draw a line under the tensions of the past and create a new start in this relationship. And you mentioned that Putin was one of the first leaders to congratulate Trump. That's true. And he made it clear what kind of relationship, or how open he is to a new kind of relationship between the two countries.
We have heard his electoral slogans when he was still a candidate. He spoke about resuming and restoring relations with Russia. We understand the way to that will be difficult, taking into account the current state of degradation of relations between Russia and the United States. As I have repeatedly said, this is not our fault that Russia-US relations are in this state. Russia is ready and wants to restore the full-fledged relations with the United States.
Well, restoring that fully fledged relationship is not going to be easy. There's still lots of points of tension, of course, between the two countries. It's going to be very difficult to negotiate compromises on many of those issues. But what may help is the apparent high esteem in which both leaders, hold each other in. I mean, it's this idea of a bromance between Putin and Trump was a big issue during the election campaign. As you know, they both praised each other. Famously, back in 2009, Hillary Clinton, when she was Secretary of State, tried to reset the US relationship with Russia and kind of failed. It's possible, that Trump may have a better chance.